What's up everyone, Kawaii here to tell you guys about the fall 2022 anime I'll be watching. Now, for those of you who haven't seen me do this before, I am not one of those people that goes on my anime list or anime chart and talks about every single anime on the list. I am not one of those anime-tubers that do that. No, what I do is I don't talk about the anime that I'll be watching. I already picked out the anime I'm going to be watching beforehand, and this video is just me telling you guys while I'll be watching them, reading the synopsis for each series, and just give my overall thoughts and first impressions on each series. So, oh, and by the way, and before we get started, I just do want to tell you guys that stick around to the end of the video, because that's when I'll be telling you guys which of the series that I mentioned that I'm going to be reacting to in the fall season. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. So, as usual, we're going to start with the Season 2, the Season 3, the prequels, the sequels that I'm going to be watching. And for this season, for this fall season, I'm going to be watching a total of two sequels, well, 3 if you count second cores. So the first sequel on the list is, well, actually this is more like a threequel. I guess that's what some people call it. Of course, I'm talking about Mob Psycho 100 Season 3. Now, I did watch the first 2 seasons, of course. The first season I did react to back on my old channel, back when it came out back in like 2016. The second season I also reacted to on this channel, so yeah, if you can easily search up I have a whole playlist of my Mob Psycho 100 Season 2 live reactions, so yeah, you guys can search it up anytime if you guys haven't watched my live reactions already. And I love both seasons. I do think if I recall correctly, I did like Season 2 better than Season 1. Season 2 just had a lot going for it, so yeah, I can't wait to see what Season 3 has in store for us. Can't wait for that Studio Bones greatness, the Mob Psycho greatness. Let's fucking go. Next sequel on the list. See, this is why I said, you know, I'm watching 3 sequels if you're counting second cores. Of course, I'm talking about Spy X Family Part 2, the second core of Spy X Family. I definitely enjoyed the first core. I could definitely see where all the hype was. And I'm excited to see what's going on in the second core. Excited to see more Lloyd, more Yor, more Anya, just more of that wholesome family dynamic, and of course more action, more great animation as well. Also excited to see the dog as well. I mean, what can I say? I'm an animal lover. I like animals. So yeah, let's see what the let's see what the dog has in store for us. However, I don't think I'm gonna be reacting to this. Mainly because while this is a very hyped series, my reaction to the first core, it didn't really do too well in terms of views and likes, so I'm probably just gonna watch this on my own time, to be honest. So yeah, but I'm still gonna be watching this nonetheless. So yeah, Spy X Family Part 2, can't wait for it. However, while Mob Psycho and Spy X Family are 2 great shows that I'm hyped for, I think out of the 3 of them, my most anticipated sequel, and in fact one of my most anticipated shows of the fall 2022 season in general. This might surprise some of you. This might surprise many of you actually. But the series I'm talking about, one of my most hyped shows of the fall 2022 season, is probably Pop Team Epic Season 2. Oh my god, I love the first season. And I understand why this show isn't everybody's cup of tea. The humor in this show is definitely an acquired taste. But honestly, I loved it. I fucking loved the first season. And I remember back in, I think it was oh man, when did the first season come out? It was like, what, 2018, I think? Yeah, I think it was like around 2018, 2019, around that time. But back when the first season came out, I remember it was like one of my top 10s. It was in my top 10 of the year. back in, I'm pretty sure 2018 or 2019. Yeah, I placed it at number, when I did my top 10, I placed it at number 9. Not that high on the list, but it was definitely top 3 for like the season it was in. So yeah, in other words, I love season 1 and I can't wait to see season 2. Oh man, I love Pop Team Epic, man. I thought Pop Team Epic was absolutely glorious. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the sequels that I'm going to be watching. Now let's move on to the season 1s that I'm going to be watching for the fall season. And the first on the list, of course, you know, this is the show that pretty much everyone is hyped for the fall season. Almost everyone in the anime community is hyped for this show for the fall season. I, of course, am talking about Chainsaw Man. Now, the synopsis goes, Denji has a simple dream to live a happy and peaceful life, spending time with a girl he likes. This is a far cry from reality, however, as Denji is forced by the Yakuza into killing devils in order to pay off his crushing debts. Using his pet devil, Pochita, as a weapon, he is ready to do anything for a bit of cash. Unfortunately, he has outlived his usefulness and is murdered by a devil in contract with the Yakuza. However, in an unexpected turn of events, Pochita merges with Denji's body and grants him the powers of a chainsaw devil. Now able to transform parts of his body into chainsaws, a revived Denji uses his new abilities to quickly and brutally dispatch his enemies. Catching the eye of the official devil hunters who arrive at the scene, he is offered work at the Public Safety Bureau as one of them. Now, with the means to face even the toughest of enemies, Denji will stop at nothing to achieve his simple teenage dreams. Now, I'm probably one of the few people in the anime community that has not read the manga, but I have heard so many good things about the manga. And I know that the manga has acquired, like, I don't know much about Chainsaw Man, but I do know a few things about it. I know that the series has acquired an extensive, like a huge fan base, despite it not having an anime. Like even before the anime. And I know this show is bloody as hell. Like, it is so, apparently it is just so gory. And you know what, I don't mind that. In fact, I do love some blood and gore in my anime. And you know what? I think my motto has to be, you know, the bloodier the better. So yeah. Apparently this series is incredibly gory. Also incredibly hype as well. So yeah, just so many people have been hyping up this series, and you know what? Every time I see a series like just getting like hyped to oblivion, you know, I'm excited for it. I have to see what the hype is all about. So yeah, Chainsaw Man, also one of the most, and probably also one of my most anticipated shows of the fall 2022 season. Definitely can't wait to see what all the hype is about. And you know what, this series does also seem up my alley as well. Because like I said, I love action, I love blood and gore, I love all that good shit. Also, I've seen some of the artwork for the girls, and I must say, this series has some pretty good fan artists, I must say. The girls look, they look pretty good, I must say. But yeah, next up on the list is The Eminence of Shadow. Like I said, I'm a little iffy when it comes to the Japanese names. I don't know if I never know if I want to pronounce them or not. I'm not going to. You know, just to save my Japanese viewers the cringe. But yeah, this series, great heroes and diabolical villains are the types of characters that people long to be, but not Sid Kageno. He longs to become the true mastermind behind it all, pulling the strings and having his machinations drive the entire story. In his previous life in modern-day Japan, he was not able to achieve his goals, but now, reborn into a world of magic, he will show the true eminence of Shadow. As Sid pretends to be just another average mob character, he recruits members to his fake organization, Shadow Guard, aiming to take down the mysterious cult who lurks in the shadows. With plenty of ad-libs, Sid leads his fake organization against the foul yet surprisingly real Diablos cult. So yeah, I've seen I have watched the PV for this. Definitely looks interesting. You know, this whole mastermind aspect has definitely got me quite interested. And you know what, this does seem different from the usual like generic seasonal isekais that we get. And you know what, see, shows like this always pique my interest. Like these types of isekai shows where the protagonist is like just like dark, yet just like dark and cunning and all of that. You know, isekai shows that are like a little bit darker, have a little bit darker atmosphere than the usual stuff. And you know, I'm almost up for that. And the premise seems interesting as well. So yeah, Eminence in Shadow. Definitely wanted to check those out. And it's also got an extensive female cast. If I recall correctly from the PV. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing who my best girl is in this series. Next up on the list, Urusei Yatsura 2022. It is by Studio David Production, comedy romance sci-fi. Not much is notable about the lecherous Ataru Moroboshi, but his extraordinary bad luck sticks out like the horns in an alien's head. When Earth is threatened by a fleet of alien invaders known as the Oni, Ataru is selected to represent humanity in a duel against one of them. It's a stroke of rare luck for Ataru that the duel is in fact a game of tag, and that his opponent is Lum, daughter of the Oni's leader, who places her personal dignity above victory, as Ataru finds out by seizing Lum's bikini top and with it victory. However, misfortune kicks in again when Lum mistakes Ataru's promise to marry his girlfriend, Shinobu Miyaki, as the desire to wed Lum herself, and decides she rather likes the idea. Wielding her influence as an alien princess, she moves in with him. Forced to deal with the consequences of his womanizing ways, Ataru must balance his crumbling relationship with Shinobu while keeping Lum happy, all the while flirting with every woman he meets. So this is actually, for those who may not know, this is actually a remake of an old manga, an old anime that came out in the 80s. And that's also evident when you watch the PV as well. The art style, like, you can just tell. The art style looks like a more polished version of like an old, like, anime art style. Like an older anime art style. You know, that makes sense because, like I said, not only is it a remake of an 80s anime, but the source material is like oldish. Like the source material even before that is probably old as shit as well, like older than 80s. I'm assuming this is a manga adaptation. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a manga adaptation. Because I did see my boy Oliver Smiley Reacts. Apparently he's been reading the manga as well. So honestly, that's probably one of the reasons why I'm interested in this series. Because one of my good buddies is reading the manga, and he's reading like a bunch apparently. Because it seems like every other day I get notifications that he's reading chapters from this manga. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing what this is about. And apparently this is 46 episodes. I don't know if I'm gonna watch all 46 episodes. I'm probably not, considering my usual, like how I watch anime, how like my usual drive to watch seasonal anime. But I will at least try and watch the first like 12 or 13 episodes of it. So yeah, Urusei Yatsura, let's see how it is. Next up on the list, Shinobi no Itoki. by Studio Troika. After surviving an attack from the rival Koga clan, Itoki Sakuraba, an ordinary boy, discovers that he is the 19th heir of the Iga ninja. Itoki learns to become an Iga clan ninja and joins the war between the Iga and Koga clans. So yeah, an action anime all about ninjas and all that shit. I'm a little skeptical of this because I have seen the preview for this. The MC seems just okay so far. The action scene is pretty decent, but other than that, it's like I wouldn't say too much stands out to me for the series, but I'm still willing to give it a shot because you know it is by Troika. Troika has made quite a bit of shows I've enjoyed in the past, like Recreators, Lord Elmoy, Case Files, probably a lot of other. I think they, if I recall correctly, I think they also made Bloom Into You as well. Yeah, Recreators, Bloom Into You, Lord Elmaloy, like I mentioned earlier. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing what Troika has to offer with this show. And yeah, I think this also has an extensive female cast as well. So yeah, I guess those are probably the reasons why I'm willing to give this a shot. Next up on the list is this series. I'm the villainess, so I'm taming the final boss. Being acutely ill, a young girl has spent most of her life in a hospital room playing Otome games to fill her time. However, she one day finds herself in the midst of a scene from one of these games as the story's villainess, Irene Lorraine d'Autric. Oh man, I'm gonna make my European viewers cringe with my pronunciation. At the banquet to celebrate the end of the Academy's winter term, the Crown Prince and Irene's childhood friend, Cedric Jean Elmier, publicly annuls his engagement with Irene and announces that he is in love with Lilia Rainworth, the game's female protagonist, aware of the tragic future ahead of her and determined to change it. The young girl resolves to conquer the game's final boss, the Demon King, and Cedric's half-brother, Claude Jean Elmier, by making him fall in love with her instead. With time running out, can Irene succeed with her plans, or will she remain bound to the ill-fated ending that awaits her? So yeah, this definitely reminds me of Hamefura, which is a show I didn't watch, but I know that a lot of people in the anime community, especially my live reactor friends, they do find it enjoyable. So yeah, I think probably the reason why I want to watch this show is because I haven't been watching a lot. I don't watch a lot of shows with like main female protagonists. Like usually you know, romance anime, like the main character is male. I don't watch like a lot of shows where the main character is female. So like, you know, usually with romance anime, you get introduced to the main male protagonist first, and then the main heroine is introduced like later. I don't watch a lot of romance anime where it's the opposite. Like I know there's shows like Hamefura, like I mentioned earlier, and like Fruits Basket, and like Aran High School Host Club, like shows like that I missed out on. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing. So I'm gonna try and get into more shows like that. So yeah, that's why I'm watching. That's one of the reasons why I'm watching this show. And another is I did watch the preview for this, and it does look pretty funny. It does look like a pretty fun series. So yeah, definitely interested in seeing what this villainess anime is about. Next up on the list is, I believe, yeah, I'm gonna go all the way down. Here we go. Futoku no Guild by by Studio TNK, comedy, fantasy, ecchi. Kikuru Madan is a monster hunter with excellent performance because of his particular job in the forest, but he decided to quit it because of fear wasting his own youth. So yeah, well, this is like an ecchi series, so that's definitely, I'm not gonna lie, that is one of the reasons why I'm watching this show. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. It's an ecchi series. Also, but I also did watch Speed for this, and honestly, and this is also another show that seems like it just seems like really fun, really comedic as well. So yeah, if this can deliver, if this is a show that can deliver like a really great balance between comedy and ecchi, and like fan service and all that, then yeah, I'd say this is definitely a show to look forward to. I think also I feel like with how good like ecchi shows like Harem Labyrinth, like that series. I know that series is like an ecchi show I'm currently watching. It's airing this season. Considering how enjoyable that is to me, at least. Yeah, that's probably another reason why I'm looking forward to this show. I must say, I feel like the Harem Labyrinth is probably reigniting my interest in ecchis, or maybe I've just always been interested in ecchis. Maybe it's a little bit of both. Either way, definitely looking forward to Futoku no Guild. Next up on the list is this series, the Four People and Their Respective Lies. I think another English name for this series is The Little Lies We Tell. The story of four friends who each have a secret they cannot share with each other. Now, this is an incredibly short synopsis on my anime list, I know. It might not sound like much, but I have read the synopsis for this. Of course I've read the synopsis, but I've watched the PV for this, and this just sounds like this just seems like an incredibly funny and incredibly fun, like comedy slice of life anime, because apparently, one of the girls is like an alien, one girl is a ninja, one girl is, I'm not sure what the glasses one is supposed to be. I'm not sure I'm not exactly sure what secret the one with glasses is supposed to have. But I know that the last girl is actually a boy. So yeah, right off the bat, you could probably tell like a lot of ridiculous hijinks can ensue from that. And yeah, that's probably why I'm looking forward to this show. It just seems like an incredibly funny, incredibly fun comedy slice of life series. And I think the last one on the list, is this series, Akiba Maid Senso. Spring 1999. Admiring and wanting to be a cute maid, a young girl comes to Akihabara. The end of the century Akiba is filled with a wide variety of maids. The maid cafe Tokoton, commonly known as Butagoya Pig Hut, is open today as well. I was in a panic because the new maid who had joined the store with me was quite unpredictable. Maids, trainers, and other Akihabara life forms appear as well, and the red bat swings into action. This is a full-fledged maid's work struggle diary, given to all masters and ladies. We are waiting for you to come home, boo. Now, I did watch the PV for this, and I gotta say, you guys have to watch the PV, because the synopsis alone I don't think it does the series justice. Like, just judging off the PV, this series seems absolutely ridiculous. At least the PV makes this series seem absolutely ridiculous, because the PV starts off with just depiction of a seemingly ordinary maid cafe. But then you see like scenes with like a mosaic sensor all over it. And then you hear like bleeps over the dialogue, which is like, and you hear this like uncanny music playing in the background. I'm like, what exactly is this series? I mean, you can like watch the PV for this, because if you like, once you watch the PV, you'll either be like, you'll probably be weirded out, but in a good way. Or you'll probably be left wondering like, what the hell is this? And you know what? That's why I want to watch this series, because I want to know what exactly this series is. Like, this is no ordinary like made anime, that's for sure. It cannot be an ordinary made anime. I'm definitely wondering what kind of ridiculousness is in store for this show. What kind of vulgarity can we expect from this show? So yeah, that's pretty much it for all the shows I'm going to be watching for the fall 2022 season. As for what shows I'm going to be reacting to, I do plan on reacting to Chainsaw Man. However, the thing is with Chainsaw Man is that it comes out on a Tuesday at 9 o'clock in the morning my time, and that conflicts with my work schedule. It makes things difficult for me to like record, like both record and go to work. So basically what I'm trying to say is, when I do live reactions to Chainsaw Man on Tuesdays my time, I won't be able to upload it until like after I come home from work, like late at night. So fairly late in the day. So yeah, it sucks though. I mean, because it's probably gonna be an absolute detriment to my live reaction in terms of views and likes. But it is what it is. I mean, this is a show that I have to react to. I have to react to Chainsaw Man. I'm probably gonna be late. I'm probably gonna be late for work, but I'm probably gonna be late for work a few times. But you know what? It's probably gonna be worth it. It's probably gonna be worth it. I'm also gonna be reacting to Mob Psycho 100. That is not conflicting with any work schedule that I have, so I should be good for that. And I'm also going to be reacting to the Villainess anime. English name, of course, I'm the Villainess, so I'm teaming the final boss. And honestly, that's pretty much it for the shows I'm going to be reacting to for the fall season. I'm also, I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet. But I'm considering at least, or maybe at most, on bringing back Hunter x Hunter live reactions. I don't know if I'm gonna actually do that, but we're just gonna wait and see. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm reacting to and watching in the fall 2020 season. I don't know if I'm gonna be watching to shows like Uzaki-chan Season 2. I did watch the first season, but I'm not sure if I enjoyed it, and like it was okay for me. But I'm sure if I enjoyed it enough to want to watch the second season of it. I know To Your Eternity Season 2 is also coming out. I'm sure a lot of people are hyped for that. I'm probably not gonna watch it because I haven't finished watching the first season, to be quite honest. And I'm definitely not watching Season 2 of fucking Peter Grill. Fuck that show. I dropped the first season. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys are hyped for the fall season in the comment section down below. Also, if you guys want to recommend me a show that I've glossed over in this video, and if you want to recommend me a show from the fall season, yeah, be sure to drop that in the comment section down below. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter. Support my Patreon. Links in the description down below. And I'll see you guys next time.